Howdy gang, welcome back to the Ornery Latina. We have lots of decisions to make, and as a lifelong conservative who is absolutely just blown away by a wonderful assortment that the Republicans have for GOP leadership. And it's so ironic that the Democrat liberals just put up the same few people and don't have much choice. But with the abundance choice we have, two of the standout people that seem to be up in front of the pack are Mitt Romney and Jeb Bush. Now, I know that some people grapple with the whole idea of failure. But I don't see Mitt Romney as a failure. I see him as a man with tremendous character. And even though he lost two elections, a primary against McCain, and he lost the last election against Obama, I don't see him as a failure. I see him as an underdog. I see him as not getting a fair shake, but I see him as tremendous leadership. I've had the honor of working on his campaign when he was out here at the Villages, and I sat with his A-team and had dinner and watched him take Florida. And I got to meet his wife and him and the family, and they are tremendous people. The very first time I saw the Romneys speak, I was invited to the Hispanic Leadership Conference down in Miami. Jeb Bush puts it on, or he did put it on every year. And I sat in the audience, and really what resonated with me was the First Lady, Ann Romney. When she got up to speak, I've never seen anybody so eloquent and so well-spoken, but yet so real. And this woman, a stay-at-home mother of 5 boys, did a phenomenal job raising those boys. And not only was she a wonderful mother, but she is just a shining example of what a First Lady should be. I felt bad because I didn't realize, or I didn't see that Mitt Romney got a fair shake. Maybe because of his Mormon religion, but to me, what I measure is the character of the man. Here's a man who financially created tremendous opportunity for people. But one of the things that really stood out was his public service and what he did for people and the person that he was inside. And maybe he wasn't the most eloquent speaker, or maybe he didn't seem like he really was able to, win the crowd, or, some businessmen get nervous before the cameras. But as he grew into his position of leadership, I saw him becoming better and better at the public speaking. But his wife, she really rocked it. I then got to see the other side. I got to see Jeb Bush, and I followed him very carefully too. And as a Hispanic woman, nothing would thrill me more to see somebody in leadership and actually see a First Lady who was a Hispanic. But I just don't agree with Jeb Bush. And the reason why I don't is there are things about him in the media, for example, the comment that he made that illegal immigration is all about people having love for their children. It was the most stupidest comment ever. Another one that he said is that we have to politely ask them to leave after, politely inviting them in illegally. But I'm afraid that if he gets into office and we pass the illegal immigrants' ability to vote, we will not be able to politely ask them to leave, and that the act of treason they committed by being here illegally and voting illegally will all subside. We are in dire straits right now. Our country is being taken over. It's being taken over by people who have no respect for the borders, who think their rite of passage is to illegally enter into a country and bombard the social services that we have for American people because they are Latino. They feel they have a right of education for their children, birthright, and even now free college. I don't think that it is fair for those who come here and play by the rules. who get in line, who fill out the applications, who go about the process the right way. And why should 50 million people just be able to cut in line? I don't feel that it's right to judge a man by their religion, that we ought to be judging a person by their character. And I really feel like if we were to do that, we would clearly see that the candidate that really would do a very effective job, and that would be a shining star, would be Mitt Romney. I have an old saying, it's called, "The third time is a charm." And never do I feel it's right for anybody to gain based upon the family name, or feeling that sense of entitlement to not have to work for something simply because their last name is a Bush. I feel the clear choice for this candidacy would be Mitt Romney, and I think that he would be a tremendous leader. He would be somebody that would be acting on his integrity, his moral fiber, and he lives that day, every day, by being the devoted family man that he is, a wonderful father for those 5 boys who are outstanding citizens, and the Romneys have done a tremendous job with their family. And I hope you guys would take your judgment aside from what he believes in his religious faith and elect the right person for the job, because I really feel like our country needs this more than ever, and that we don't need more of the same, because if we vote for Jeb Bush, it's going to be more of the same. It's going to be just Hillary Clinton light. It's going to be open borders. It's going to be people having sympathy for the terrorists that invade our country, and the agenda will keep going through. So I'm hoping Latinos that are American born will get out and vote, and when you do, please support Mitt Romney.